It'll be Buchon's fourth appearance in the playoffs this season if they make it, which they should. The same number as Anyang, but obviously they've dropped down to eighth at the moment. So you would think that Buchon will be the team that's appeared in the playoffs the most out of any of the K League 2 teams. Can it be their year? Can it finally be their year?
I don't know what you think, but I'm still surprised every time I look at the table and see where they are. And I think that's because every time I've seen them this season, they haven't been very good. I know they've played way more games than I've seen them play, and they were close-ish last season. But it just seems that every time I've seen them this season, they haven't been overly convincing. And yet, as you said, they are. I mean, at this point, they should be looking to Gimpo in third rather than the teams that are behind them because there's only 3 games to go. Actually, Nielsen said after the interview, 100%. He said 100%. Buchan were looking to top the table and go up automatically. Obviously, that's not going to happen now.
Yeah.
But just the thing about this league, as we've seen time and time again, is that clubs in K League Two they go on a run of form and then they drop points unexpectedly. And Buchan are guilty of this. In August and September, in 6 games, they were only beaten in 6 games, 14 points out of a possible 18, and they lost to China City FC. And these are the type of results that are like just so damaging to all of the teams who are chasing Busan and Kimchan at the moment. So yeah, you would figure that promotion or playoff spot is the least that they should be targeting right now. But I still feel that they should be looking, given where they are in the table, they should be looking to finish third. And then after that it's down to look at the draw really and how you do in the playoffs roll around. What do you think?
Yeah. Though, yeah, I don't know. I think An Jae-jun coming back from the Asian Games and having won gold in the Asian Games, and he was their top scorer. Obviously, well, he's still their top scorer. Having him back will be a boost, but they're just not been consistent enough. And I think it's their hard work from the beginning of the season that's got them in there. And really, there was that game against Gimpo. That was kind of their opportunity to really sort of say, no, we're the team that's going to finish third. We're going to have that home advantage in the playoffs. They drew, and then they've dropped points against teams that really they probably shouldn't have done. So I don't know. I really hope they do because
Same.
we need to see more and different teams go up from K2 into K1 because otherwise it's just the same teams, and those other teams don't grow. There's no way for them to grow if they don't have that cash injection of bigger gates and sort of TV money and all the things that come with winning promotion to a top flight. So we need to have some fresh blood, and it'd be really funny, kind of annoying for the other teams if somebody like Gimpo goes and does it in their second season. You have Buchon have been slogging it out for 11 years, and then all of a sudden Gimpo in their second year they do it, or Chongju as well, because they could very very well do it as well. But I'm just going to look at the run in for Buchon. They've got 3 games left, like you said. They've got Anyang. It's their first game back. Now, Anyang obviously in quite poor form at the moment. Then they've got Busan and then Jeonnam. So yeah, I don't know. They sit out round 38, the second to last round of the season. At this stage of the campaign, that will not be good to sit that out, knowing that you've got no control about what's happening throughout the league table. And obviously, you mentioned Gimpo in terms of they're only 3 points above them. Their run-in's quite tough. Well, 2 of the games are quite tough. Gimchon away, then it's Cheonan City, and then they've got Gyeongnam. So they've got quite a tough run-in as to Buchon. So yeah, I think they've probably got enough to get through that first game like they did last year. But whether they can get past the team that finishes second, I'm really not sure, because it could be either Busan. It could be either Busan or Gimchon that go up top as champions, and either will be worthy winners, in my opinion. So whoever finishes in second is going to be very difficult to sort of dethrone, I think.
Yeah, I agree. It's just given how unpredictable the league is. I mean, even a couple of weeks ago, 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, I would have I would have put some money on. I would have put your money on, let's say, on Gyeongnam to go up. I thought at that point it looked like a straight shootout between Gyeongnam and Gimcheon, and now I don't think Gyeongnam are going to even make the playoffs at this point. Their form is absolutely diabolical. I know they won the most recent game, but the form leading up, like pretty much since the beginning of August, has
Yeah.
been terrible. So I think Gyeongnam are going to drop out of it. But it's like you were saying there about Bucheon as well, that they sit out. There's almost something so odd about this league that maybe
Yeah.
sitting out is the right thing to do because then you can't do any damage to yourself. As I said, like
Yeah.
if you're going to go 6 games unbeaten and then drop that run to Cheonan City FC, maybe it's just better not playing any more games or from here on in or have the fewest number of games. So yeah, I think Gimpo because Gangnam I think are just going to fall away, and then Cheonan Gimpo will probably be okay. They should finish in third. And then Buchan, I have Buchan down for my team to finish fourth. I'm not fully convinced they'll finish fourth, but I think they'll definitely finish in the playoff spots. I like what you said too about just like different teams going up as well, and it's the great advantage I think Gimpo have, even if their squad when they get up is too lightweight. Just their stadium alone could win them points, significant amount of points because it's so compact, so small. They'll sell it out every single time. There's a team coming from K League, obviously when they're K League One, is going to sell every single time they have a home game. Bucheon Stadium. Now I know they do have the two temporary stands, one behind the goal and one on the side, but it's just so vacuous. It's just so huge and empty, and it's not a. I don't think it's a place that's ever going to intimidate opposition fans, but or opposition players. But I'd love to see them go up. And this is completely unrelated to football, but I do think they have the nicest kit in K League One and K League Two, and I think that reason alone
It's
is
a
good
good
enough.
kit. But I
Let
like
them
I
go up.
like Gimpo's kit as well, actually. But I
Mm.
don't know why, but I do like that kit. I realized I made a mistake there. They wouldn't have to dethrone second, obviously, because second would go straight through and
Right.
finish and play
Yeah.
against 11th in K League One.
Yeah.
It's third will play the winners of fourth or fifth, and then they'll play 10th in K League
Yeah.
One. So, but still, yeah, you have to with this this home advantage rule where if it is Gimpo at home to Bucheon, then Gimpo only need to get a draw, which is obviously I think it's a daft rule, but
It is.
that is the way it is. But in terms of the other sort of races in K League Two, obviously the title race is open again now. It looked like it might have been sort of Busan running away with it, but they drew at the weekend to the basement side,
Yeah.
and then Gimcheon won. So it's down to just 3 points. Who do you see as being the team that finishes top?
I think it's down to 2 points, 63 and 61. I don't know about you. The both teams have 4 games left, and I get the feeling that Kimchan are going to win all of their games from here on in, and that would bring them up to 73. Yeah, 12 points, 73. I don't think Busan win all their games from here on in. There's a couple of games there, especially next month in November. They're playing Janan, and I just think there's a danger for them that yeah they're playing Janan and the Janan Dragons in Cheongju, and I think Busan will drop points next month, and I think that will hand the title to Gimchan. I'd rather Gimchan didn't go up for exactly the same reason you said before. It's nice to see different teams going up, and I think it'd be cool to see Busan go up. It's been a while since they've and Busan is such a big city. I think they should have a team playing in K League One,
Yeah,
but I have a feeling. I don't know why. I have a feeling that Gimchan will win all the remaining games, and Busan won't,
yeah.
and
We've
that will
talked a
give
bit
them the.
about we've talked a bit about the last place in the playoffs. It's tight there as well because Gyeongnam fifth on 49. You think they're going to drop out?
Mm,
Well, if they do, they've got Jeonnam Dragons and Chungbuk Cheongju both on 47 points. Just 2 points behind them, waiting in the wings. I think Chungbuk Cheongju are going to do it. I think if they win at the weekend because they've got Chungmasan away,
yeah,
a team that's basically got nothing to play for,
yeah,
then they are in the driving seat. Basically, they will be the sort of team to beat, and they will probably just feel like they haven't got anything to lose. They're playing; it's their first season. There's no expectations, and they'll just play with a lot of freedom. Anyang, I think, have blown it.
yeah.
The Dragons, I think, yeah, it's just a bit too late. I think they're upturning form. I think they've finally been able to sort of learn how to defend, but it's been a little bit too late. I think. But yeah, I think you're right. Gyeongnam, I don't think will finish fifth. I think that win against Eland at the weekend kind of masked over a few problems. They got a penalty, and then they scored late on. I'm not really sure that they were that scoreline was a full reflection of how they played. But then down the bottom end of the table, well, Cheonan City, they have picked up more points than Goyang Zycro did. There was obviously a bit of danger there that they were going to be the team that has a record low number of points, but they've managed to get 21 so far, and they're only 1 point behind Ansang Greeners, which it looked like they were cut off and completely on their own there for the wooden spoon. I think they might do it. You know, they might finish 12th and avoid that wooden spoon. What do you think?
Yeah, and just like looking at their fixtures, well, they have Gimpo at home next month, but otherwise Anyang, who are just in free fall at the moment, they have Asan, Chungnam Asan, and they have Songnam at home, and their games they can definitely get points out of. Every single one of those games, with the exception of the Gimpo game. So they got 3 games there where they could look at. I mean, possibly getting 5 points. You would have thought is like perhaps like the minimum that they could be looking for out of that. It'd be tough, but 5 points out of those 3 games are the Ansan Green is going to get 4 points, 3 points out of the remaining fixtures. It just doesn't look likely. So
No.
I think Cheonan are somehow going to do it. I think they're going to finish, as you said, second from bottom. They'll just dump, and it's mostly down to, you know, obviously they're upturning form, but also they do have a slightly easier run in.
Yeah.
To come up. As you're saying, like Chungnam Asan, I mean, the only thing they're going for really is the 10th place trophy against Eland. And they have to play Chumbuk Chungju twice, I think, in the remainder of the season. So they really don't have anything to play for. There's nothing on the line for them. It's either 10th or 11th for Chungnam Asan. They're a great team for China and Chumbuk Chungju to play against, because I just don't know what they're probably on the beach already at this point.
Probably.
They're a great team to try and get some points out of. So yeah, I'd love to, and I think I wouldn't be the only person to say this. I'd love to see Cheonan finish second from bottom.
Yeah, me too. Actually, me too. Yeah, I would like to see that happen. I would like to see Gimpo, go Gimpo, but more so Bucheon go up, and I want to see Chungbuk Chongju finish in the top 5, just because it'd be a great achievement in their first season.